Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Have you ever heard of an app called TapTapSend?
No, but I would like to know more.
TapTapSend is the best money transfer app in the market, with one of the best rates. It's also fast, reliable, convenient, and has no sending fee.
Wow, how do I sign up?
Just head over to your Google or Apple Play Store and type TapTapSend.
Thanks.
Yankutuna sio nyameno no. Yanana sia wa maya tamfuate shoko. Hey, dia wa ne dia no no. Wayama na yamenwanwa. Hey, wayama na timwa. Atamfuate shoko. Ghana for me the unbreakable joy is blessing. Oh, share HRETV. Kosuana she. Now be inshira unbreakable. Keep it locked.
Check the statistics. What from beaucoup d'État on my big six. We remove all the girls, logistics. You want here top speed, Olympics. Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Natalie, and I'm watching HRETV, man. Keep it locked. Badman operator.
Hello, guys. It's your girl Pamela Odame Watara, and I just want to recommend HRETV for you guys for all your latest interviews. Just stay tuned at HRETV. I love you guys. Mwah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching me live on HRETV. His Royal Majesty. Oh my goodness, I love the name of this TV. HRETV. Oh my goodness. Just catch us live on YouTube. Just go there, HRETV, and click subscribe, and then get update on everything that they put there, and then watch them also live on Facebook. When you hear the name HRTV, you are talking about television that comes from the heart. Oh, HRTV. Oh my God,
Good morning, children. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, R, E, H, R, E, HRE TV. Go and watch HRE TV. Bye bye.
Bushia for your mamunya aquaba kesia eba HRTV so some HRPK. His right freshness PK in there misaso e mama kwaba biom nyankopon adaroma ayende pe me no mieno na ocha kwa praba betu yen yegusu tenkwemu moja redi emu afrisa ne na tachiremo da bodusema ne aka ne se aseda kesia enkoma atwedi ampo nankasa samre so misaso kai wo bcs wonya ba so amesra no afra wunua na wonya so afra ne nua menya pese minkomenya na nkoma ye babedi no ennyina onko awoso na mmom no enka afofo na afofo so timi enhye edwumadi aye nyina ba beto ato adwene wo so no me saso akai mu biom se aboafo a aso yasere aye di dwumadi ebra wo endai titru ene feel good services says eba adwuma pomodene anasa adwene nimdi a misraw pomechira akwai e wo feelgoodservices@gmail.com saso na Happy Glow GH or say mo na hu aye dedenden se some paper no moko na moko da na adwo a de beche no na che se madofo nyina na hu atwitwa na moja edi omo na hu frusane no mesra mo Yesu ya bona sendio mawie ye de so che no ahye de tie awie na nya afei ene ye ba besa so ma moja apram obi biara biom Happy Glow ne ko twitwi wo na ho kama ne ko ye wonsa eba pedicure ne manicure dia omudimu akotene pa sa so no mo se so beauty supplies nyina hwehwebuchira kwan e wa Ashoman Estate right opposite Veggies and Grow omo number no e 0570 554 000 and na say 0594 710 391 Happy Glow na make am for man we busefo nyina mesraw obi tse kweku menu say pa wo hwe ne na ho pa be ma wo twa sini a wodin akọ akire di akote na Ghana mu na won sa no more mesraw kweku menu ko Happy Glow wate ayin dada afko ni agona mu nyina mo ko Happy Glow na mo twetwe mo na ho because na we am na ho tia be ma pa ya asemo ebusu na make am for Happy Glow amamo no busefo nyina me sa so aka obiam say about free education. And as a free educational coaching and career development, yeah. Dr. Abetofo will say, Fredo, 513-641-8704. Now, only in link to home about say, you go school, you go dia, you be yadia, ebe put up by a brabum. A pepi na dodona SS kabebre, I will never be home. Sabre may catch or say, Usikano, Buano, Lekuhuno, say you're free. And ye free na do mode bre mre bi na etwa mu na o se ye ma wo free water adechi na di iska kudo abebeto ano no nye no free no ne ye ka no se so na tede na me sa so aka mu biom se Ghana Music Awards USA announce Adonko Ghana Music Awards USA ba so the then 21st August ewo USA abrochebe mu ewo Atlantic City New Jersey and America actually we now almost a ticket to no are you ready into ticket no. So we pay tickets there regularly $100. $100 a pet when you born your DBS and Mr. Wow, we share Mrs. $100 the next Biamasa. But what the pay with dear hotels and so able keeper. This event is going to be a 4-day weekend. You be born on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now per card the Monday they are pay so tell me akoto yoko gali no waji koko egusu no. Sanete. Who yesu so tickets no your if you regular tickets now, you will gold no ho. Gold in your $150. It's $150 no bet me idea gum kama sa. So open sell open echo and him so dia. Now I call you platinum. Platinum say oh no dia no $200. And no in penny for no ha will be to say until time side no more $200 because you almost pay some more bang stars no more bang stage no. Now about I don't know. Yeah, a friend is say with diamond. Now about platinum, yeah, not to say what him cry platinum there $250. Mr. I know and I make come for my solution. Mr. Onya Baso, Bomadiana Shamai, oh, Shanya, the name of HRTV, Facebook, Anna HRTV, YouTube, HRETV. Mr. Anano Madame for Shanya, I know HRTV, HRETV, His Royal Empire TV. But so for HRPK, the minimum of Baby Media. I bet your family on my bedroom media, no decline any yenya bema. Pastor Lems, the Italian edit media had the Pastor Lems. I was SD for dear, only your mutra rama wavy. I Pastor Lems, it was here for Sasuna. Professor Felix Quesin, Felix, Wakaba. What me too?
Major Sovema.
Nice one. Pastor Lems, I'm going to say. Now, in there, you a new guest. He has been a very loyal viewer and a contributor on the show. But in there, Oba, I be born in Naya to Adrian Kama. Now, your guest, your friend, Ebo, you know, Ebo Dixon, or Sasso Air Force. Not to say about security, Mremone, Bambone, Nimdia, Eba Sebia, Yenchurch, Adrian. When it comes to the security agencies, Nadia or Yadia, Udimakotinepa. Senior, what bomb to say?
Yeah, now on to it.
Yamia do be Boko. I don't for being no shame. I say, only a boy for some of them so 11 years, so you're caught 12 years. Or say, hey, you know what, you? Me say, oh, yes, I would do. I'm say, hey, say, be moved to a move. What's up with the not to be a chap? See, that's saying that I'm saying. And then your topic is simple. I say, fix the country, fix the system, fix the attitude. Your prophets, pastors and prophets, and also they know prophets and prophecies, and other matters. So Ghana, and they discuss one. Say, Mr. I think Wabaswa and I share video on the call. My mission is Pastor Lem says, oh yes, so for no, into Tiano my so for. See, I can fix the country, fix the attitude, fix the system. Say now what you say, now crowd, do you think sir it's very, very needed and that we should push that agenda? So for Chirawaju and Yanko.
For fix the country. What country? Why now? What can I say? A assassin a dahono. Anasana, anasa a nipana a woman. Because fix the country, no one to me and church mu year. As I walk as I go from Momo. Ye ka a nipana a woman. And yes, a fix. But obi beti me fix you. And I won't always fix it. Wajune. Me who say. The air costs fix the country, fix the country, fix the country. A good, yes, a genesis. But a menu me no any fix because also say democracy, the government by the people, and the people, whatever, for the people. So
for the people.
Yes, it menu me no near use yet choose a buying say or medi nimu na or brebi a pesia bon enkoye. It's like I said, fix the country. Na yena na ye somo ama aban no afexe. It's also baby nkoye e wo wankasa wasitena mu. Wo potemu a you don't wait for the government to come and fix it. Government no need their policies no or create but the government e be fa ball akoto agu. And as the government e be pra gota no mo e ye me no unfortunately yam fix it adwene first. It's yet to be fixed country, you know. It's a COVID debate. Me can consider.
Say fix your adwene. Are you talking about empenyifono, timemufono, anobia
from hair to toe? Obi individual biara president, you know, not jene. Se not jene a mistake will be who on one way ne who say had the man ye no one fix it. Akwala ya wo no ne. Esu who say no, my fumwa unfix it. So what I say? It's because a ye nara or be a babia ni sin tower. What the office is bribe? Bribe now, it could have created a job opportunity for somebody. 80 is a bribe 90 million creative job. You know, say the partner creative job. I'm robbery. No one can say government go fix it. Meanwhile, what you bribe back? It's a one bribe. Na government so sika no so or the be adwuma I believe say armed robbery no so be conform. Did I make say each one of us have something to do with the fix the country. And yet political propaganda. Let's start with ourselves and then we are from dia what me hold the next person responsible. They bet me can fix the country no.
And so now Jenny are more tailored towards fix the attitude.
Exactly.
And if you fix the attitude, the system will fix itself. Then the country will fix itself. It's yours is more like a ripple effect. Maybe
yes, you begin it and then it outflows.
Okay.
Some President Obama called Ghana some time ago. No, or say Africans don't need strong men. We need strong system. So it is a judge or court no or dear son of paper paduanya briber. Me who said me could bribe there to make better. It was by so doing, you know. My conscience has imagined say, me confirm. It's a mass system, no aye, but why I mean so judge you bet me to be manual. I'll keep on breaking the law because the system is not working. It imagine say individually no baby I do what to be no. Think na make it change wo na no na bet me ripple effect no bet me akwa or mining nyina no aye.
Okay, so yeah that's it. Professor Kwesi mdo baba last. Yanko tie ye nya be ma ebo Dixon because prof there his favorite topic. Ewo, fix the country, fix the system, fix the attitude. What do you make of that?
Yeah, software kind of say, because I face the country, the whole nation. A cruise in Yamina Wabo, no, the here they go. It is a division, no air cost, no. Me, she may only say, a free young government, or men born paying for no moody and nimuno, or we a week. And embra at that while, it's me so. Am I in your Makoye so I a week? A banisano, a man on funny temper. It makes me like we need to have a leadership that they love the country. Okay, if I use myself and what I do here, the system you can bear me. Even if I take a penny, I need a banny ticket, penny po, and there was in Bekoje. It's me quiet. All the young yambra, Obama or Membun, the Obehold will be accountable for. All free top to down. So I just said there on the they are used to buy a crop. The rules are there to guide us. Obia be ma oh, mid ordinary phone or that but this year why am a young man? You to know what man we now was and the better politician, never ye. Obia and Pedro Beggy Juma. The more the country, the main issue in the government system. How they would too much from lawyers, judges, would too much Washington Bray, and Bren, Obama Dido. The Nipa walk room once one one is that what them crossing so the support of man for friend and bro woman between wide and we do. Me fa yam fonto, I'm no ya ukroya yet me. Ye be no one bra da hoda da. Nya afiance ye bekru no mu ni abechi sembra na amon. One brand the men from wura mfan to fo. Enyim da di wura to fo ma wo bobo kwedu nti anye. Da men brand no de wotum wo hihye emo o ma menyi na ye dodo. Oye de sofu no nye prof say okay in February we twom kwa and na what you afraid be the town council e Ghana them crofo won fifi them brebi owo villages na community bia na obi ejido pepepe make yemfi what kind of town council bo obi abepra adibon de bia we di besi them yomani nyina all the engineer na back near to ya fix on money especially him ya na yetum ye to kon ye ben nyimide all the yetum ye na dwen there nyimide na yenyan ya mfani nyina ntene krom ha ye dibi so ba dan eboko fie akobo ma no ma na sanita mpre am wa mekane
Yeah, that's it. It's not the crack and so what can oh they don't know if only suffer ya journey and answer be oh they you think say the system should be fixed first or the country must be fixed first.
The leadership. See, we of leadership. We should be in Chrome ha me tu kwa bebre making African cross bebre Europe de makoho nyina. Na mi hu an say right leadership eno na eku hen. Se yenya mpemfo a omodwen oman no ho a se nia ejuma ani magia whether crook or na mewa mekro bibia me de mire na ahye me so ya koye ejuma no se yenya mpemfo omoaye omadwen ye bu oman yembe se ye be hye yenyefu ana se ye be hye yenkotoko mu ma bibia ye wo bia everything ya the bema man so ma we mo nya be partner enya de be tumpu no.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Prof, before we best start, and as Nanaya don't pray or say, I think once the system is fixed, all will be well. Why do we elect leaders? What's the duty of our political leaders? Prof, so before you give us your standard on, my person will answer those two questions. No, am I what you think, say, we should do, or what you make of the fixed hashtag?
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. That's paying for more. Pastor Williams and Mr. Ebo, yeah, the master Samaba, na Michia Munina, so Nimubusian for PK Michio, ne Ubusian for, and a production team. Now, the
Mr. Ernest Ediabano, question on the Abana, true. I think the Pastor Lynch name is the book kind of and was summing it up into a question. All right. Sometimes we was a question that the answer is in the question by itself. And yes, the system needs to be fixed. Recently, I think say and then that's already me Ghana news now. To the rapper Sarkodie, who make his statement. He said on TS said the system is not working for Ghana. He wants everybody in Ghana to be okay, right? So he, as a rapper, knows Ghana. All Ghana living very comfortable, very rich life. He figured out, said, yeah, the system is not working, so something needs to be fixed. And the Apostle is the book kind. If I can sum it up, now, age and corruption. Right, so corruption, you get into it a little bit, and then me said that part me prepare me home. Said, and the topic idea, baby, we up. Now, you can't the whole question. Now, Mr. Ernest Busai, make us an say the question and the answers will be coming out of my speech. Now, yes, why do we elect our political leaders? First and foremost, so policy making Biano said political leaders want to make any policy, public policy, and that's a decision to help its citizens. They have to rely on evidence-based data or decisions, right? And how do you get the evidence-based data? You get it by doing survey questionnaires. Now, the problem with Ghana is that I don't even think we do that in the government. See, I think that what we do with our survey is perception survey, meaning an awareness. The here say, here do, the mate, and the amaka. Those types of surveys that the government will rely on. And see, policymakers make decisions without the involvement of stakeholders, right? And evidence-based decisions. For example, the new educational initiative, Nomaban. Parliament. I am 100% sure said they never sent out surveys to ask students or teachers or administrators what are the needs or the resources that they need to resource their schools, right? But they just sat in Parliament, in the Education Committee, and came up with a plan that will hurt so many people, especially people living in suburban and village life. Now, let's move on to policy and laws. Policy and laws affect the livelihood of citizens. And just like I said before, Ghana needs to rely on evidence-based and case study. Government also, issue will say, okay, issue we any our country. The country is going to fund researchers and as a policy analysts. I'll meet me no share this issue. Now, share this issue and I said, results we compile it into evidence base. Not on no boy, and I said guided the policy making decision session of that committee in Parliament. And say any lawmaker be and that's any committee in Parliament be making decisions for the citizens of Ghana. So any case study research, that decision don't be making it's a fraud. So need evidence-based data and so that's decision don't be making it's also a fraud. Now, corruption is affecting development in Ghana. As we all know, corruption is Ghana lose billions of cedis to corruption in Ghana. And to tackle corruption, we need case study, survey on how corruption is affecting the economy. I don't know. Maybe someone can correct me. If Ghana government so more anti-corruption unit to combat corruption in Ghana, yeah, I don't know. But the government need an anti-corruption unit to study how corruption is affecting development and the economy in Ghana. That's one of the first steps. So we need a task force. So, if it's a COVID buyer, we also President Trump or you Vice President Mike Pence. I know it's okay. We'll now be administrator of this. We'll be taking care of that sector of the economy. Any issue be the government or the president tends to have an administrator or be resources to the people that have been hit with the disaster or the issue, and accountable to the government as well, right? So that person would be like the middleman who's providing evidence-based data and also providing relief to the people that are going through the issue. And we need an anti-corruption task force. Meet me steady corruption in Ghana, right? So when it comes to public policy making in Ghana, there are several questions that maybe will be to me. And some of the questions here, what are the connection of evidence-based practices and public policies in Ghana? What is the connection? Because the system is not working, right? So every day we see that the government is voting on something. So what is that something helping people? If there's no connection of evidence-based data or practices, and the government constantly makes policies, what is the connection? What is the government trying to solve? At the end of the day, if you don't have evidence-based data, everything that you do becomes fraud. So one, we need to know the connection of evidence-based practice in connection to public policy. The second question is, what are the established accountability steps to hold the public and private sectors, who are the stakeholders in the country? So the problem with Ghana, I believe, and I know Mr. Ibo, PK, and Pastor Lens will agree with me, said we have accountability issues. How do we hold our political leaders accountable? How do we do it? How can it be done?
So, and Prof, can we first detect, how do we even know, say, there is a problem with accountability? What are some of the contributing factors?
Maybe I have a lot to say. So maybe I'm summing it up and that maybe an intent. So, and another thing would be the task force dynamic. How do we establish a task force to combat corruption in the country? Now, Sassin with my kind of before said a lot of the public policies in Ghana and a lot of decisions, committee, parliament decisions, no one making them. It's all about here, say, here, do policies. Oh, my tisse weeka, or my colleague, we feel this is it. That's the type of policy they're doing. We feel that the Ghanaian people need this, but it might not be even what the Ghanaian people need. So you need to do boots on ground to do the evidence-based data collection. And that data collection can help guide the committee making that right decision. Because once you make a decision based on evidence-based, based on evidence data, now you make the right decisions. You provide solutions. But if you don't, you just add to the problem. Now, for example, the hearsay here do policy now is out of that and will fix your attitude, fix the country things, because everybody feels like, okay, we so as you say, we see a party, we see this. So it all comes up into the hearsay here do policies in Ghana. Now, if you do not have evidence-based research to support your policy making, I will repeat it again, then ultimately every decision that you make is inept. It becomes awkward and ill-chosen and fraudulent. Governing based on evidence-based studies or case studies. Why government now? I'm for research, discuss students, graduate students, discuss it's possible to structure solutions. That's the whole point of evidence-based data collection, because the problem, the government sees a problem, and now the government is taking the first initial step to assign a research grant to graduate students or researchers or scholars who are already in the field for them to do the needed research so that it can help them guide the public policy making session, right? Now, see, about corruption, there are several types of corruption. I know it's a corruption. A lot of people think, oh, corruption is just, it's a noun, but there are several types of corruption. And the first one is the grant corruption, which is more corruption within the government. The grant corruption is the corruption within the government. And we have the petty corruption. The petty corruption is more within the public and private sectors, including agencies that handle work for the government entities, right? So, for example, ABI they call Ghana Internal Revenue Office, or ABI PPBI also cool here, and I'm find out, or mayor Cobra. So those are all part of the petty corruption. And I say idea or some of the amount I'm find on the command before. And then we have the state level corruption, which is more of the contractors and private organizations that control most of the government resources, including policy and outsourcing of information. So those are the several types of corruption that we have within the corruption itself. So now, we'll beside question me, PK, we'll beside question me. So in order for us to identify what are the steps for accountability, first we have to identify which level of corruption we need to study in the country. Okay, and in order to provide the evidence-based data to support our policy-making session, we also need to establish an anti-corruption force. Which may determine, say, after the study, these are the things that the lawmakers need to sit down and draft policies that can help the livelihood of its citizens. The next step, what's here and say, the government and its local citizens, there needs to be participation. We see that there is no participation within the local level, level of people, and we don't see like the citizens partaking in their own government affairs, right? For example, the new educational agenda, Bema to our dream. They never went out, asked school leaders, asked students, because so be what it's administrator be a village be. Now say the survey be and say or how computer systems or career options will be available in that person's school. Would you about the right data? No, but can't the issues are not with the issues no one. So which me provided solutions at that's good. So when provided then whatever you're doing as educational agenda is all BS. Sorry to say that. So we need the citizens' participation. That's another way. And also the government and local merchants, which are the local businesses, need to collaborate within the local, regional, and national level. That is a problem in Ghana because you'll be a per se or say you'll be business. The political party be per se or say will be business simply because of a different political party. So corruption in itself is it's a part of our national GDP, or it's a national GDP on itself. Okay, so what we need is ownership and accountability and institutional advancement. If we don't have these three, then everything that we do is nothing. It would never amount to anything, even in the future or in the present moment. We need researchers and practitioners and graduate students who have already done the research. All my research in their undergraduate studies, in the graduate studies for the government already. So the government just needs to come together, collaborate with these people, have a conference, call them in, and just say, okay, how do we move this country forward? Study Ben, we want ownership of your study. We want you to show us how we can move this development forward, right? These are the kind of things that Ghana have good laws. Don't get it twisted. Ghana have good laws, but the implementation and the strategies to make the system work, it's a big issue. And we have to realize that how does our public policy impact data? Did the people who receive the service said government will be said contracted be some a road right? I mean village be that's in Pakono Konas Wanya. Now the Pakona will catch government is why baby or kutra street be why. How does the government provide proof? Say, okay, this is the village at Okoye, and this is the road Okoye. So it's all about ownership and accountability. So the government therefore needs to ask the people out. Omuchi say Kumo say, ni Pakono why street why a survey na ya de mamuno mon kind of kre So you're streeting that's why you're streeting. How does the working in Pakona and how does it impact you? How does it impact your life in that specific village? Or no, be helping our system to move forward, right? So it's giving accountability and holding people accountable. So accountability is the basis of government or governance in the Western countries. Honestly, all the Western countries, it's all about accountability. That's why the system works here. And you said, is anything magical? It's just accountability, holding people accountable. Governance is giving accountability and holding the people accountable. That's what makes the system works.
All right. And with that being said, that's what made the system works. Are you also in talks to say the system, must work before the people can fix itself, before the country can fix itself? Then, as a result, then the attitude can be fixed? Are you all about the system?
I'm all about the system because the system, is the livelihood of its citizens.
Okay.
I don't care about the attitude. Attitude, yes, the attitude is a part of it. It's a part of the issue. But no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Obia menyenshi obi obeka say me pastor Lim say nya adwene gya sisi bi ma me say nya pastor Lim say can only nya na adwene kra na fix the system now. We have to fix the system in order to fix the attitude.
Yeah, we need to fix the system. And then my car and say, listen, the system is not working for anybody, right? I mean, because if you had majority of the people in the country that are poor, you will be BI, you're good, you're all the resources. And that's it. We live in poor, we die in poor, we cannot even fix our common roads, right? The system doesn't work. I mean, attitude, it will be a better attitude. Even America, our system, everybody has this attitude or his or her own attitude, right? But it doesn't say, okay, the government isn't doing its job. But the government is the one that needs to make the system works. We know the government doesn't create jobs. We know that. I mean, it's the private sector with the help of the government that create jobs. But in Ghana, no, we don't see that, right? So everybody's looking up to the government because most of the people are living poor. They don't even know how to fund their own business or even go for bank loans, right? So these are the things that we just need to do as a nation. The system needs to work in order for people to start living a comfortable life, start feeling good about your country, and start having national pride.
Okay, so in your opinion, you sound to me, sir, as if, sir, for the past, let me just take you back, NDC and NPP, okay?
64 years.
Oh, yeah. Let me take it. So let's go. NPP, NDC, PNDC, NDC at Nazo about 28 years. Okay. NDC, NPP at Nazo 8 plus 5. So that's 13 years. It is a 13, the map 28 now. Okay. At least, we'll be able to speak a little bit about what we have right now. Okay. To then we're looking at about 41 years of NDC, NPP. Do you think, sir, in your opinion, they still haven't been able to fix the country, and I say they still haven't known they can fix the system? Into the country, system, we are still capable of getting our system fixed.
Country need no more fixing. No political party has fixed the country. No one. Okay. No one has fixed it.
That's it. Yeah, make a work. I don't know. Sana meti asiefa. You don't know about fix it. Now, Bibinibian you on last time coming Kumaka 64 years ago said the black man, the African man is capable
of his own
affairs. That is you're coming Kumaka within for.
Oh well, I mean, in a sense, with intro. Because he's the one that expanded the European style of education, right? Okay. Because our campaign on Pan-Africanism, say, Pan-Africanism, we're going to gain our own independence, become a black nation. Okay, I'm the independence now. Why do you continue the British style of education? Why do you continue the British style of systems? You need to dismantle that the moment you gain independence, because it's a fresh start. The country is starting, it's a new birth country starting on zero. So, and then once you gain that independence, you have to put your Pan-Africanism systems into place to help the country move forward. So, yeah, he's I wouldn't say he's a part of the issue, but yeah, he can be put some of the blame on him. Yeah,
the blame on Kwame Nkrumah.
Some of it, you can be put on him. Yeah.
And you still haven't answered my question. Oh,
country, yeah, talking about bro for now. Oh yeah,
no. The reason why I'm pushing this question on you is that I'm hearing that this is the new friend. It's a movement. People that are pushing say
no. Honestly, yeah.
One school of thought came up said, "Yeah, my youth in the and paying for no or want to me and running business no." And it saddened my heart to see say Obi Eddie video circulated said Anado His Excellency. Hey, chat, idea. I think with the Muslim community, and
yeah, no one to me,
want to be like one now. I think, sir, it's not funny. I mean, it might be funny to some people, but I think, sir, it's not funny.
It's not. Yeah.
One, maybe when you do no, maybe you do any do oil.
Right.
What a shock! You down secretary.
Oh yeah.
Who left right center? What you say?
Yeah.
And also just said another guy did not say right. We shouldn't criticize him.
Right.
All I'm saying in the say, so o child did not say be an did not say be na you know share obi na o child na one way na. I don't think that people should ridicule him based on that. It is one school of thought was saying, say, yeah, my youth in the no minor, they know what you want, they don't know what I want, they can relate and they'll get things better. But Misono, I feel say, in Penifona Sebi, I come on and say, was as well, Omupedi, don't be you. And putting your feel so mere corrupt in Umpa. Just imagine young guy to say, what prof. Now you want to see so because of BSR, but maybe you your caliber. Now, say young guy to say Pastor Links, young guy to say Ebo. Now you deal with this basis so pa. Obey this kind of macaroni to be tranquil. Something we should be careful for what we wish for.
Yes.
In as much as in Penifono, we think they're not capable and competent enough to get the job done or deliver. No. The young ones we think will be young like us. No. Ono Petrasa could die on. It's like dying. Epa huncho dying. Epa be okay because no takra. They will be our pebiam and emprano. So we'll be into just imagine how they will amass the wealth. More than that way. Because Muhammad, but Muhammad was like, oh, Muhammad, you're younger. You say, Nana, don't you to Mano? We be a come. And you're to Muhammad. Muhammad by 2012, after the SM, Muhammad incompetent. On Viso. Nana do Baya, Nana by Dumanesi, BBC, come, BBA come. How they say, Nana do opinion. It looks like Ghana, no matter what we do, no matter who we bring, or your tuntum. Yebeka so etuntu dodo yen for the pakoko kakramra ye de kokko besi so sisia ana we cry kokko kra na adwan say bronyo onye ne ho. How do we go past this shenanigans? How do we go past this shenanigans and be more pragmatic? Prof, for no see na for them Pastor Mbrem.
Oh, wait, the Americans say, I mean, they all kind of true. I mean, I don't think we should, take someone's personal pain and make it like a public jeering, but the other guy said, young people need old people. No, I think we need a little bit of both, right? Both being here because we need the old to check the young, and we need the young to check the old. And honestly, I think if we to be more pragmatic, not everything is leadership issue. I mean, let's be honest. That's not a leadership issue. Why dream on it? And why could you or bang BCK? Issue. And yeah, the leadership issue. That has nothing to do with the leadership of the country, right? So that's why I could see what I'm for BH. That's what saying Juma. That's your own personal issue. Why dream on it? And And I don't think we should just prioritize everything as a leadership issue, but I think the system, when it comes to the system of the country now, yes, it's the government issue and it's a governance issue. We need to really prioritize for the people.
So you don't think we have any leader in Ghana to take Ghana to a different place?
I don't think so.
At this moment. Not even yourself?
I can. But I'm not out there in age to run for office, right? But right. I did discuss it with other people. I'm still in the planning stages to make my final decision, hopefully in the next 5 years.
All right, thank you. All right, Pastor. Fabian Chebra, what me too, Pastor? What me too, Nakasa Yentio.
Okay, sorry. Let me say be muted. Sorry. Prof, yeah, that's it. But it comes back to what I said. Oh, cancer system. Why the manage system? No? You mention accountability. Ukromu abide all these statistics about research, needs of a number. When the Bako check his say at the end of the year, so the system is there. We have the systems, but we're looking for people who are honest with themselves or attitude towards the system, no, are functioning. Some of you say, okay, I buy at the contractor be able to konongo, and I say kumewu kwan so onye. Me ordinary citizen, right? Contractor na anye juma no. Apparently why passing lawyer vote to sika contractor na anye juma no. As a citizen of that community, the responsibility is to report to the appropriate courts. Meanwhile, if you report to the contractor, do I blame the government that the system is not working?
No.
Exactly what Maker said. We need to start fixing your mentality. Because when you're a political gimmick, NDC, MPP, and other parties like
see, you can't, Pastor, you can't blame the government, but also it's not a leadership problem.
No, I'm coming there. I'm coming there. The whole thing, you politicize the BBR.
Yeah.
So what I say. It's you politicize the BBR. Then who do we blame? Because I like analysis. I confided by Paul Debye, We've had about 60 something years independent. When I am from my fourth republic, you cry. NDC MPP. You see young people, Mama by what did he do? Akufo-Addo, what is he doing? They all have the country personally. No, we believe we say every leader has the country at heart. I believe that because we have only one country.
I don't believe that, Pastor.
Okay. Make sure me reason. I believe say every leader be a bushia for mine. I mean, a standard family or whatever. And whatever goes on, somewhere, somehow, it affects the family somehow. So what they say. It is for no be a year crana. Percept me a year more mining in I say, a hina wakotna, political refugee. Kwame Nkrumah called diaspora, they came back and got buried. So they say. And we have one country. The intent of every leader, and we are don't call them intention is and can you do or mine no, but the queen bet me a fast more man a year and I have problem.
But
you appointed ministers, right? Government, the government in power appointed ministers. No, we have people who have been put in place. The system canon. Said the oral system no making sure that the Minister of Road and Transport it will change the whole thing. But it comes back to me now. Me because checking the panel. Why do I blame the government?
So for but my baby crowd.
Bramu Kofi.
And we are not Mama Prof, but now the Prof interject crabina Mama senior Ebo Abba.
Right.
You be one say and Chay P. Abonante be transit. Oh, go to Tiasa so near friend. At that time near friend ASP Kofi watch it. Okay, Emani be a DSP Kofi watch it. You didn't know Kwasanti Memu say Uncle Regional Commander. I think that was the first time I started to take Commander One.
Yeah.
After police for common time Jeff France, it will number plate host say police nibi Bayatro, Commander 1, Inspector 1, Corporal 1, Niente Hosani Vanessa. na brante yi ekọ asanteme mu no ofre Gangalia se wonyina se ka Gangalia samotia se
macho men yeah
ofre mu nyina amo mobile the mobile no yekosi ye ne se omo mu tase se ahaya mabe ya mi be ye adwube yi se this issue bia ba wo minimum anyway basically no I'll be able to pull you official out. It's menya fin no matter fin because me te fin was so be shi. Oh ye no fra himfo ni nyina. No nya himfo nyina di nkomo say. Hada ma ban mesra mo menya adwuma anasa semba entutu ntuma emba. Embenya adagidemu ema nkofo. Because not the transparency. And I'm free from chieftaincy ni o esra
interference no
for yenhwehwe ni mu obinya asema the law is not working, the system is not working, the law is not people okay no yeah the petition be trouble thing free people no this ehunu sebe no penyin for money ma what were you expecting yeah children no at the same time no in the one of the other matters you talking about small boy ko wi adia obi di aba etua no look at the country team adwuna ya adwuni o it no as one make cases no DV yes and boss say ya mo obi etuka Kumasi was working under Kofi Boakye. So it was a system that was led by a potent leadership and a mass system ni ye adwuma because ofi ho na dey call policies no so you can tell me, sir, your attitude is messed up. That's a system near Juma. You'll be forced to work right. Kruman say, I can't for being and to go elevator. So much to go elevator. New York, sorry, because Ohio was a yes, I New York for Mr. Mobile, the credit it's radio New York, no. Elevator book on the juice of and that's a status so. But who is a curtain in Bay Sadina, bro, who's a woundy power, who's a yes, Adam. On yet. So that means you know himself, system be a dang. Even though the attitude is messed up, the system will not allow him or her to proceed into a better take no why. Or just a casa elevator next station, a new apartment in a cameras one now, or best added. On ye, it's the prof. I mean, Pastor, many prof ya can say. System ni ye Juma. That's young force system now. Who by force will fix your attitude.
The Jiraho, na make us say, the system is dead. Is that they're working? Who is going to enforce it?
The system by the people for the people.
Exactly. It me point to say the system works is dead. But me na me ko enforce no. What is my attitude towards the system? What you so go elevate right? Me na say me chiwo. Me attitude system ne say me kwabra sante chia kwa ma what you so go yi no no. So the be system ne be adwuma. But me attitude towards system no ne say akwa we me chi no a e de be ne me nya free mu. I don't know some Chiniko Tumu, Ebiana Johnson and Dino, or Yeminia, like Kofi Boakye, they'll be a very good example. The system was there, he went there, and he had a very good attitude toward the system. It was working. You see, the good system with a good attitude towards the system, it works. Oko ye a system no hono. I can't say, yeah, something for me, post be more. What attitude what towards the system? No? And he took it upon
compromise attitude.
Exactly. He took it upon himself to say the system works if we have good attitude towards the system. Yeah, because the system is a system be lawless country. System
Banana Republic.
Right, Banana Republic. But system no but me could implement the accountability piece, you know. I am machines, I nipa de ko ya de no eti nipa no ko hwa de no not dwene anything I'm prof Kazem na eye ni compare because of political expediency people are chunking out lies For example, what can a good for the year coach or baby? Who no grass say a friend says a snapshot I normally all because you perceive you'll be free. But say yeah, you know, I mean I'm an independent, right? But my point I want to say, so analyzing the previous government, yeah, show my achievement. Who said dear hena airboa area. I don't know say Johnny Hon say me area and this for ba no mo boy there. Imagine mo no mame mo na end this imra. MPP ne ba ya. Let's compare, let's reason. Na nya say ya wo me MPP enti na me no say me dem. No. It is time people begin to think independently rather than following a Ghana men come by region be what they are punching crack or to her not a part to be called as obeying. So it's true. So what is your mind? No, I guess it's a
but region didn't why now me need a boy young stand there or Hawaii.
Impossible. Mignon could be Mignon.
Region didn't even pass him.
Mignon could be your MP.
That's a region didn't even pass him.
I'm impossible. Mignon could be your MP, right? Originally in party or free move, but I can't tell you me chrome them be the side part where could you know how me lose. Or call the opposite party no, walk third time.
Because who can one mama system na nye juma.
How?
Because we don't couldn't so didn't draw.
Now Kofi name me. Who's me? I'll tell you. Make just a way company. I went to Ghana.
No, but it didn't go to the way.
Be a TV program. You are angels.
But it didn't go to the
two.
And the money do one enter the way.
No, because one
money there. Okay, on our system no nye juma.
If it ain't it just have a fix imagine here.
Yo, I say, prof, bro, look at go to you,
So, Pastor, the old kind of yeah, I think the old kind of the PK kind of stable kind of the amount for so more comment kind of we are all on the same page. So as I said, yes, the system is there because we have a constitution, right? So somehow we have something laws. We kind of said Ghana laws are good, but the implementation and the strategy to move it forward, and the issue, that also becomes a subsystem within the system itself, right? And you talk about, say, my opinion, they have a love for the country. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so, and I'll prove it to you why. Akufa de yawon wa hen, Flagstaff House in yawon. Mahama munyina, almost family, normal family, ministers and all of that. Right, and just say, "Oh, scam what?"
Prof.
So that's it.
Prof. For the title man, why? You're afraid to put for the title man, why?
President, His Excellency.
That's it.
President
Kufuor. Most of we do a prof them out. Now the pastor we do a what? This is senior because
President Kufuor, right? I mean, honestly, he schooled in what UK. So UK no cool school. Or by Ghana, or by or can we be not the Ghana government became, or can we be no more how JJ say, okay, JJ should switch to democracy, right? Or can we be? Akufo-Addo is part of it. And I mean, say yes, they are Ghana citizens, but for Ghana to develop, I don't think they have any clue how to do it. Honestly.
In other words, they love Ghana, but they don't know how to deal with it.
They don't know how to deal with it. So visa to the US, UK, any country they can think of. Most Ghanaians don't have that. Almost to Ghana, nothing is going on for them. And say if you want a love for your country, it's not a love for your family. I would just kind of call family. You have to think about the average citizen. How is the average citizen faring in your economy, in your country? That's how you become a president who loves his or her country. So, I think that they may kind of know.
All right. Well, for final submission, when you're moving to the pastors and the prophets. Senior, what do you think? Senior, your voice will cheer pound.
The network now say
only country news is here to be one on our deployment. It's not the network now be bizarre. Senior, yento kakra, yento
That's
kakra.
why you muted. That's why you muted. Okay.
Oh, okay, kasa yenhwe. Senior, yento ka. Ebe ya film na sabra back na hwe ade. Film na sabra back. Okay, intino. Ya train senior ebo na waba na wabekire yen. Or no, so the final way. No. Let's jump into the second aspect of conversation. Like I said, there's a whole lot going on when it comes to fix the country, fix the attitude, fix the system. And I, for one thing, say they work simultaneously. Okay. And I, for one thing, say they work almost right? All three of them no, kind of go hand in hand. Bakun konja bakun. I say Air Force pilots me and so no. They all gotta fly the same time, bang the same time, flank the same time, and just make the same move. Because Baku, yeah, faster or slower than Baku, a lot can happen. But I think it's in the Boba back end trying to hear that. See about Timenka?
Yeah, me too, Nka.
To for final submission, Brandon Fidel, you're moving to the second part.
The Omukani no, me know the most important is accountability. And then we need to have a system for trust and verify. You know, we trust the people to give them the we employ them to do their job. But we need people that we trust them that they will go back and recheck what they said they have done. You know, I've been to Ghana, I've seen all kinds of construction going on and all that. And I could see all the mistakes. You know, even if I watch it on TV, I did construction, I could see that, hey, this road is bad, but somebody signed a paper saying that it's good to go. And meanwhile, what you see on paper is not what they have done. You know, as the pastor said, I do not say that this is what is going on Kwaka. Oh, me, until there, the system, we have the ability to say that I'm there for the government. I'm there to save the government the money in terms of everything, not to cause financial loss to the state. Until that, the corruption will keep on going. You know, everybody, you know, came in just to, you know, fill out their bellies, and like PK said, me, I'll do the same thing. And also, until we change our mind, you know, yes, you're not doing pede, bonena, ye baby. So you see, I doing pede, your best son. Me, I'm system now. It's in place, you know, we put into practice, and then we follow to the latter. Everything we say stands for. You know, we have to do a lot. You know, especially we the youth have to do a lot. Especially Prof. We're looking out to you. Like you said, you should be ready. Whatever, as a soldier, you should be ready. You know, as we're talking, and you boost yourself that, hey, I have the hope, I have the confidence. Me, I'm willing to sponsor you. I'm willing to back you. Whoever is ready. In about time with the youth, we need to take it into our own hands and, you know, make a change. You know.
Okay. With that say, NS Nanayao are not done prayer. I say they don't even accept the fact that we have a problem as a nation, let alone identify it. I see. Let me say one more thing before I roll into the next phase. Right. This is what I think so far. Following politics all my life, I think Ghana leaders have the country at heart, but the problem is, oh, country did I come so papa. See, I'm to say I home. Munim na mubufu. Na the connection is as me lead as a president. Do you have my opinion? No, do you have my formula? This in American country. Na mamu a Philistine be no. But the money some mistake no. Na mo form question hono. Na fi the work do on we no. No, omo bo am go do hono no. Instead of them giving you time for you to, I say, harvest nyamedua no. Eduaba na ififi no, yesete aba no mayen. me konem breya no yes tiaba ne maye nti at that point no sema nye na man favor software mpa ye mami biom next time ma nye na man favor professor and mommy next time me ken sinebo ko di boni bia me afre me say sinebo boni bia wa kodi odi medina kodi sa boni no me nya de den because it said who say you are because familiarity breeds compromise,
right?
Because it say we so connected now. No. Now for the system, confirm it. This is not a system of the country, but a system of the people. Now for the confirm it. It's a confirm no. Yeah, I do man konya. That is how me is a Ghana system. No. It's there, but the political system. For them to freely do what they want because prof question mami ka some chiro we had mistake na nyame fa samba no ye wadom now be president of Ghana about for better tao Pastor Lim the first overall say prof me na HITV olo we SD ni mi so SD ni mo woni na ho wate oh yeah, we teaching on say Prof Yonkodo. On the show some house na why basa. O da crabo tibinda. It's in mama can say or say if you've never been a president before now, wait till you become a president. Because even being a vice, they be and Senior Boy will testify this to me. As an airman, right? And as a young soldier, you can be the best and the strongest airman or young soldier, right? But that doesn't make you the best leader and a supervisor. Because being the best follower does not make you the best leader or supervisor. So I always tell people, me can't get up here and be supervisor, no. I didn't know putting me up for promotion. Now, me they be a mekasa or you my best, your friends are airman. I'm so you're my best airman because you're hardworking. But you taking care of people. What someone me can you report me say my head to the feelings. Because I may say, Onim said you take care of people. And they called me and I said the same thing that I said. Because me at the end of the day, me my head say your friend is an old dog. So you can't teach me no new tricks. You media I have it. Maybe you may agree. Media I have it. And then you know but or me call your friend is a professional course. Let me go see gender equality ni discrimination. It won't take any toll on me. Because that's a fact. Onim so you take care of people. Onim nipa ni menim kasa. But yet opposite you supervisor. Now you for nipa 20 measure was. And they said the blind leading the blind though. Now who caught a warrior or basso we are one begin yonko tata. That is the problem I think we have with our Ghanaian political system. We should allow people to freely be themselves. And that to me becomes more like a mentality of we the black people. Prof, and your $1 million. Wabe celebrity kakra. Oh yeah, event, my friend, the prof. Charlie, me free ticket. Oh, you PK, bra. Me ko so nya me kwa na me ko. Me ne mere. Ma so amema. Me susu na me ye nwa me nwa me ye doso yin. And ma so me nwa nyina obi ana na ire nti edu e nipa 15 na gate na no. Me ka ticket back ye $100. How do I know this? Because I'm part of Ghana Music Awards USA. And I have people calling me. Me call you crew, I'm say America e we kakrai. Me bush your for ka be bro be 100 You should just imagine, no be PK was of tickets. Almost pay regular tickets, don't pay VIP. What I say, and if I say I feel good after me, feel good became my VIP tickets. Oh, now me so say feel good, I shine up. Or see my VIP ticket. Now my feel good. You baby you know event near Boka. Me Boka soon as event this year because PK the who yes successful back okra. Who you say about event baby Boka. Ni ref say ye be before the year. But broni so na koye na dia. Anko ofu Fred Cardon oh, G 2000 never support. Che fe ne ye. Say nuanu ka bom transfer ko say e first G form. Oh, Bible na ka asem no. One catch up before we catch it before. We should learn to support people whilst the grooming. Na twabra no so an sabre no wa bra potoma na fe no. O tiri so de bebom. Me, I don't have any problem with enjoying and making profit out of what you do, but I feel the system kind of handicaps us. Handcuffs us and makes us handicapped. Yanko really comments kakana yanko your next topic about pastors and prophecies no. Na mesra onya ba so no ahye mo share video no the damase pa ma bojuma video ma share video no e ko nenim pa. Oswald Wellness. Hey, Oswald Wellness e chebi aso be de ho promotion baba. This is coming from the camp of Feel Good Services, Happy Glow GH, and also Oswald Wellness. Also, accountability is the issue. And since the government is holding people, no, sorry, I'm using my projector. And since the government is holding people responsible, the others also sees that it is okay for them to do it.
Since the government is not holding.
Okay, went to a far not number.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And basically, that's what he's trying to say. Near come young semi power of DJG nice. I say, look at this guy, PK. He will rule Ghana like an American soldier. But I think so. Maybe that is why I'm a big fan of JJ Rawlings and Kufuor. Kufuor was a gangster president, though. Odia bro, yeah, about Richard for temper. Keep it on, guys. We are not about Richard for great quick cry. What's that? I mean, my woe. Young call. United said the entire Ghana constitution needs to be amended. So many loopholes in it. I totally agree with you. And you call A-Class TV. A-Class TV is a great discussion. Let us start change. Let us start the change we want to start with us, and then we can hold our leaders to full accountability. You collect envelope and TV from them during election. Yes, empower. Into the election time. I mean, he has actually raised a different point. And I said this before, right? Me for me to position. Maybe then you see your post. Yeah, see your post. You see him by force. See him post in the mouth. It's the work of TV. No crabba. Oh, no, when for the TV no crabbo the A-Class what can be bro. Crabba, come on, crabba ni bentwa. Any bicycle. Man, see 2060 about to it. MP your quarter bicycles. MP your quarter bicycles. Man in person also. No man to a banana man no. One of the pick up trucks I could see what he said. Motor bicycle nembra. It's a question they say. It's go with you ya. So Bosia and no come no bicycle. O we no give say. Obenya bicycle no back me wa. Obenya stand back up go cha for Bosia no. And say when we no. Yeah, je Bosia no to no. For bicycle no man no for Uncle Tom no Uncle Bosia nika. I mean, think about it this way. I didn't hear Richard Tisania man and said, no, we don't want you because of what you're offering us, but we want you because of what you want to offer us. Who say offering I you know? We don't want you because of what you're offering us, but we want you because of what you want to offer us. Nim dear, any put on episode in mind. A-Class said that's a power without submission. Oh, we are not say, what do we expect and how do they pay? Oh, I have something called that one. Bravo. How do they pay the loans they took to do the election? Some are arrested and they call in the pastors, traditional leaders, etc., to come and plead. Our attitude is This is goes hand in hand what I was saying about Kofi Boachiba, Asante no, how he called it. I saw funny traditional rulers and they say, Maza, over to Manaba having to be Jumao. It's in some to be out and don't interfere. Then A-Class continued to say the cost of where we are. Henry Corte, I wish he can have 10%. I wish we can have 10% of our leaders like him. One when Henry Corte on the year.
Guy.
Yes, I don't cross a large boy. He review. Pastor, now I said, what they got. Yes, Henry Corte boy to my papa, honorable boy to my papa. Who should be my 20 gram of power? Oh, he's keeping a crack clean right now. That is fact. Then he goes on to say, sir, democracy is not the best for Ghana. A-Class. I said, they don't become as a mammy. No, seriously. I said, A-Class become as a mammy. Democracy is not the best practice for Ghana, but we need to work towards things in the best possible way to amend and bleed into our Ghana way to make this work positively possible. Prof, you said this 2 weeks ago on the show. Who can say our education system is not tailored to our culture? Pastor Cliff also got the same thing. It took off our bro for the Western culture and education about your honor now. Who we are, it doesn't tell us to the Juma night war honor.
Yeah.
It's just a make those days near a class more high school, you know. Who we are university. Now say okay so kokoye Juma. Aka we a dog boy papa. Who college boy na kokoye fu Juma. I mean you do almost some of you. Your school crap me come yebi. Your school wo ya Greg I say utie wu. Untimi nya science and ko ya Greg. Who your school na say we visual art I say utie wu. Untimi enkonye general art na da ko visual art. Na o draw betra kwacha ba draw achobota. So to no go achobota ho bebre. Achobota first na no hono no. No be draw beton dog chase anyway. Oh, senior nim say interior deco for omo ye visual art for. Interior deco for your visual art for. Basketry, we've in a basketry. But we can take Kabana, you are polishing no. I in a better way. Near Nim says so in school, home accounts. I'm a couple near Mokra. In there, the top chefs, a home accounts for. Ghana, what are we doing to ourselves? Our mentality. Obika Brofuno T Crampania Sereno. Obiko Chadie, Nasabian and Sacred Crampania, Bibia, the best Robi. And our original killer case said Ghana needs a military-minded leadership. We are coming. And I think, sir, I fully agree. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. You will discipline yourself. When discipline can you discipline, you discipline yourself. Because enough is enough. Enough is enough. And we for how do we say they fix the country, fix the system, and fix the attitude they see. Let's move on to the pastors of the prophecies. Prophet said, oh, first topic, then they all lie. Second topic, remember lie. We have 45 minutes to actually run this pastors and prophecies. Don't know. Mr. Tefi, Sinebo, we are my prof. So since Pastor we are so for don't know. Now you do about so last because we did be good so pa you nyabre. We are not.
We tell you so for vacancy on my back.
We are not attacking from that angle. Okay, all right. When we talk about prophets, pastors, and prophecies, there's a lot going on. Feel Good Kasembi about a month ago, I will show you so. He made a statement say, opium, religion has become the opium of the masses. And he quoted
Karl Marx.
He quoted Karl Marx. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
And Feel Good quoted Karl Marx, right? I was like, wow. Sasma Karl Marx kind of new and reflected. Right now, we are resonating to what he said. You are suffering with intimate there. I suffer ye be a dear bro. I come a gift for ye be a dear minor bro. Now you got that president, Mr. Yanko, you got that president. Who be my opinion for ye? Near streamlining, I saw no cost for Ghana. No. Mr. Oya, Madame Funasa, your soft, no, you want church, I'm Mr. Fatcher, why? My men come out, you know, Hancho, who you're not from ya, maybe no Masaka back door because near cost on a hard in the power. Right now, a lot of prophecies are going on. Now, Sinyebo Eka Sebijiro CBK, I saw for that Saturday. Say, who is on the card here? Make sure say, Usun some day, because we don't want any familiar spirits in our lives. So, for what do you make of that?
I had the privilege of going to Ghana 2 years ago, and many Pebi Kakari no Angel TV. Also, for Ghana and you got to do something. I'm saying, I'm in trouble now, or the big continue TV. So, on 2 Sundays, the message that were coming back, hey, also for your can grow. No, be see, nah, of course, sorry, bay, nigga, carry so near America. I say, saying to the word Jordan no. The fact of the matter, no, say, me also for be, but I can tell you for sure, say, majority of the so-called pastors are pastors.
Now the prophet account for prophets. Pastors, no prophets, no.
People don't know the difference between the two, but because almost pockets. I'm not afraid to. I'm not afraid to say this.
In the past, how come majority in now?
What does that mean? A professional person? No say in Jamaica. Can I catch you? Me in Jamaica. I'm a psychotherapist. That's my professional job. Me do a diagnosis psychotherapist. It's yen tia because also for you tia me ka.
So Jew too.
That's it. Paul. Not or your tent maker. Or Kenya myself, no, or your tent maker. Paul yen tia de kada. Anyway, we're not getting there, but let's bring to the point. The point here and say, I didn't sorry. That's the first question. Christianity began by Christ, just one church. Matthew 16, verse 16 to 18. Or see, upon this rock I will build my church. Singular and plural. Church. So Christianity by mommy, just 2 minutes be. Now me from brief more and never be. Said about me, that will be a Christianity by we are so na esuma who Roman in a paganism and Judaism. I don't know. Christianity by and by the third force and the rise here made me from won't come too much because of time. And that Christianity is just one system. Until say in contemporary during the dark ages no and I be peer yesu ede. Ye can say obi ya software. You are a shepherd taking care of uncrofor magic Christ ede. Ye can say obi ya prophet, Greek near prophet. You are speaking on behalf of God. Yeah, say I can be a prophet. I say obi who are there. It's not true. Prophets. And never means that. You speak forth. Prophet, you're speaking forth. Me kasama obi. Eti prophet no or ka asemwa etwemu. Bible asemwa etwemu. Dear echo say the nyamiya na duma where you be a chere daache say BBC. All come to the point and say you speaking on behalf of God. So, en kontom po a ekoson eye time, and all because of me pocket. What to say? Yashan come say ohiani bi bewuda. Maybe Yashan come sikani ne bewu hebo. One of the reasons in I must spread the Ghana, any Africa no, and he say. Your culture, no, we are always afraid of the unknown. Abosum sabuni atete yen ti yesuro obika se be yo bibia obika se obi oza osho babrocha young from practicing wicca openly. Google your Church of Satan openly, witchcraft openly. I'm not afraid of you, but your culture, no, yamana ye who say when you be for obekome. And so people are ripping in out of the ignorance of other people. It doesn't say yourself for Yesrono. When you're ordinary person, me, I'm ordinary person like anybody. I'm just closer to Christ, just as you are. And you Adam actually idea more biara. Say, ye fe hunyami. It also for layman. And the layman no software. Unfortunately, your culture only a system na a software superhuman. And based on that, no, yes, ye did jere and crowfor. Me mama some simple scenario. I was in Denver. If you don't know Denver, 2010. Girl be friend me. Now, girl know me schoolmate were Konongo. Me need call Konongo Presby School. Black webna. Adaya. Ye money ba. Wajani ba. Ewa Ghana. Ye manu be ye. Sorry. Ye mani bani bayi no. Or software be say, o metua 30 million or the 20 million e di kanyako. Eti o pamecho aka 10 million or pamecho say, main kind the banu on paibom. Just listen to this. And because so friend man, no friend is also your software. I'm so wouldn't even answer. What's up in the manoya? What about Nyoko software 20 million? And now, minimum pay amount free. Miss me charge you 20 million. Bro, can be another year of. Now, listen, let's be serious here. ATB was in the Abraham, you know. Then I just did simple, feel back simple psychological testing. What did you say? What did you 17? Over America, how many years? 11 years. Onyan krata nko Ghana. Etimi tifri mu. Obara de 17. Oba hase no. 11 years. Njeza oba ha na obara de 6 years. Akwara ni hwa na tie. Bra kwa branasem ni o. Me ba no manyi obi ade na ntena okono ntimi de na betena obi nchen wa Accra. Enipo no de betena ye no. Akwara de betena no so ofie ho. Ofri kono wonte brofo. If you know better no, just think about it. 6 years old girl. Or 2 other emotional. It wouldn't sound now your banner. Girl, even then the from the Genama mentioned could be in here. A Kolan baby Betina Osuro, Watina Wache. I don't know when you need a familiar place. To cut the long story short, luckily for her, none is sister Baku for Europe are in my. Our money in the battle boss. We are Kolan Continental. A month or 2 later, no, because be mailbox for no sending me $500. So we are paying for pa. And you then now we, you know, say a simple thing. We here would if we no catch us a Kolan.
And you coupon a yichero.
No, I psychological and which of course is a profession. And you pay and you may be what. Your friend be existential issues. Adiebo we dey bebo abrabom. We are den abeba. And you don't tell me so bayfo bi na be je baye di me also for won bane ho. But nimani be wa they are playing on the intelligence of people, the ignorant. It is time, say, government will crack their whip. So the Rwanda, Paul Kagame. Eke ho betoye. From Pejima, Sikadre Kunkum Crawford, then you dress on him, I will say so. And the 2 from me, Fana, you know, say. So, people saw this software, no question, a bit timia, a case of money school check. 7 years in the seminary, I speak Greek, I speak Hebrew. Because the Bible, I mean, the Bible, Neka. What could Sina, I could see my question will be Nayase. No, for Bible say. I didn't the Bible on the cancer. Do you know the
so for me, Patrick, you're from Obi, or see what na Papa. You're from the Papa. It's Mr. I will not allow you to call them Obi. You're from the Papa. I got na Papa, now say Suyas of dear. Vampire now. You're trying to send your casa. Who could see us off of me by Mr. Waka when you know. What could see Greek ni Hebrew? Or no could see how to speak. What I said now, when you feel the crap on the say, I blush you know. I mean, says, I don't know, bravo, I don't know Greek and I know you're Latin. So those who speak Greek ni Hebrew, it's almost up to say Latin. And a Latin, and I can't blush you. It's at the end of the day, it's awful. What could your Papa Nasia, Mr. Wuntimin say, could you be Nasa? Obi saying,
I make a draw, say, young court as of dear school. As of dear a offre, a call, a vocation, and your profession.
Yeah.
You go school no, to study the context now, the religion free move by to understand the scripture. No, because a kalabula what he has here. Bronin tiasie. Ti bronin betiasie, I just obey Ghana culture. And that's what we do. We go to the seminary to study the culture. Bible no free mu bae e kwa be ne bae ne atiase na interpret ye nuanom. That is what the whole essence, mami summarize what dey ba ko penchira mo say. The whole essence of Christianity no any say onyame e de odo e ne bo enipa. E de nipa ye bone e de ye dwane free ne nchen. Kofi say ka odum am say wana nkwalai. No, my bonnet, what do you want them to come? No more Johnny, daddy, but no more Johnny. The more now war banner, the more no more Johnny. A dear now pass away, or my friend Pasalims, or more uncle. A dear Pasalims a bar, or betty me doma abreme. And the pay Johnny Friend Hono. And then Yankopon uses so many ways and method. Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1 to 3. So are the pull the paban in chain. And no my Christo bewi. So, see the whole essence of Christianity, returning back to Christ, forgetting about sin. Okay,
Pastor, Pastor, you be jense no. Nancy be jense no. But you better be yasim yama very quick. Are there any prophets in the New Testament?
Prophet is a gift. In the New Testament, what Bible no there?
Bible.
Paul, not a prophet. There were prophets in the New Testament. But who can enumerate prophet? And I made sure said the word prophet, prophet, somebody who speaks forth. Onyame emma ebinim vision.
Kila kede ebusanti na me ya no ama no ntino obabe responding to that. And A class said the least said about some of the pastors the better. They are part of Ghanaians' biggest problem.
I agree.
And A class
the reason I agree don't say yawa brochery. So one say the see adwuma bre. Bible say Onyankopon say mama mo 6 days fa ye adwuma fa hwe wo ho fa pesika just one day and I am media, right? Ghana obiti asore dem 24/7. 24/7 obiti asore dem.
Bu ye adwuma ma why?
Wia wakobi a won kwasore ho se misro bo me bosia. What is that God?
You know me minimum obi a ono woskapa to be a prof woska say no. On the ohun nyansa de ne de kwoti school o Ghana no. Akwano de ono no obi a prof about se me sofo my course of the school my kwese papa bi ase a no de ne sika kosi asori da ma no de wato ano. Into ye adwuma na ono wa che 30-70.
Yes.
O cha se ma ka che ne se wan hwa me report no. But young Kwame say, class, I would say almost all the religious leaders are a problem. Ghana is a religious country. Will that fully put food on our table when you sit down and don't use 10% of your brain? Pastor Anthony, I'll say almost a religious thing. What problem now?
Make one more part of the solution.
Okay. So phone can almost for now.
Maybe a part of the solution. And can sanction. That may be philosophy.
I agree. So far, I agree, but no, it's true, but
Paul, when I say Paul, but do you why are you relying on the poor folks?
DJ Janice, religion and politics don't mix. That's what most of these African leaders and citizens seem not to realize or recognize. Anna, original killer case, or say, are there any prophets? I will follow up to build okay, Killer K, he answered your question. So, young call back to A class. Or say, we need to use what God gave us, and that is the brain properly. Why should we worship fellow man who is always a creator of God, who is also a creator of God, Abba, and we turn around to say our grandparents worship idol gods, Apu, and it's another on prayer because the pastor why you need to prophet the man. Then we go on with NS to say, anyway, some of us are still not aligned to religion because of those prophets. And I kill a kid in the follow-up question. The Bible said the Bible never recognized Paul as a prophet. If Jesus came to bridge the gap between God and man, why the need of prophets? Who answers that question? My opinion. Then we're gonna go to Abel. Then after that, we'll finish up with Prof.
Sir, or said the Bible never recognized Paul as a prophet. They are only Acts chapter 13, right? Acts chapter 13. Or say. Verse 1, in the church of Antioch, there were prophets and teachers. Barnabas, Simeon, called Niger, Lucius of Cyrene, Manaen. While they were worshiping the Lord and fasting, the Holy Spirit said, set apart for me Barnabas and Saul for the work which I have called them. Bible no appointed Paul as a prophet. And who is a prophet? That's the question. Prophets, obia okasame nyame. The original Greek, When you read at the second year, Peter chapter 1, verse 19, or see onyamia semno onam prophet so near the bang by Paul wrote the Bible, meaning say he was also part of the prophet. 80 So Pastor Paul wasn't a prophet. Now what doing your prophet no more prophesied to say, "Oh mommy, behu, papa, behu." Paul wasn't like that. He was speaking forth for God. Indeed, he was a prophet.
Now, Paul, now Sana Nana Nizubanti. Into you are speaking for God, the told you because say, me madrin ye may come in me madrin ye kabaya.
Govi, you're bringing hermeneutics here.
I didn't text.
Hermeneutics here, how to interpret the Bible.
Yeah, what to solve one too near that simple word. I be so now.
English word down, English word down.
We should have question, bro. And I'm talking confusing you just for no reason.
Greek.
That be simple question, bro. Go be somebody confusing for no reason. So okay, him not to see no. Who pay check asesana.
And to say, David.
And you know, because something simple, Nancy, as you near the hermeneutics, no.
Nancy, Obi or headache, not because of headache, I know say a bravo fufro.
And so do they attach here, and no, they didn't attach here. Hermeneutics in the very near attach here.
The attendant say, they said, church and crophobia, so Martin, we as to say, Bible no onyame 1, 2, and 3 so the better of more. Right? Even Quran just a recite, right? Bible onyame and 2 and 3 so according to 1 Peter 1:19-21. Yewo be a friend no. Me person use the Greek word no be search me with Theophanistos.
So for you saw me new problem who you actually ask here. So like
onyame onkas Bible one can say A, B, C, D. Any verbal inspiration. God did not give us verbal inspiration or my thought inspiration, and then we put it in our own words to the immediate hearers. No, and not say be that because the original hearers, no, and are different. Dear many people misinterpreting Bible, no. Oh, Bible no say. Bible no say mo fanfia no fifi ma no ko fufi ngrofo no.
No.
Why? Why? That tells you, say, there are some cultural aspects in the Bible. It needs to be interpreted that way. And let me say, to be a pastor, you need to study. What do you want him? 7 years in the seminary. But we are no. I've also other professional. Pastors need a very dangerous vocation. I don't go far too almost. But you pass your dad mountain to say them used to wear the and now Ghana in a mushroom churches no. Brofun go na eka. Ubenya breakthrough. Ubenya will encounter.
Pastor, Mama. A boy, baby, boy, we are Felix Abem, Professor Felix Abem. No money, come on,
all right. 80 over what we can say.
So, yes, sorry, we can be there if you're for what kind of more say. Bible says, do not touch my anointed. Some day dear me coffee in the camp 8 and casta or casta say, no, say, the Bible na ye can and yin pa any I made the fun so can ye senior poor or senior a friend Macedonia for your money money then and no yanko the fun so say onka sign your man. This is a ordinary person yanko probate media to say. That's what we be there and try so man. Say, who touch a man. Be one who can say, Mimiano, also because the software now we there and you're fine. Oh, near me when you say, it's say, you mean can't Bible no, Yanka sending especially we the Ghanaians and the people who back home, they don't read the Bible themselves. They want the pastor to come out and say that this is what the Bible says. Without them going back, like right now we said about Acts chapter 13, verse 1. I wrote it down. After that, I'll have my own time and read it and understand what you say, whether it's true or not. And anytime I watch these pastors, I've already told PK that I don't want to go there. You can see their good work will tell you that this is a fake pastor. You don't need any spiritual eyes to come out to say there, no, this one there, I would never go there. These are the things that a good pastor like you, we need to come out to educate our people. And I always say this, the Bible says lack of knowledge, my people perish. It's something very deep.
Yep.
I deal with electricity. If you don't understand electricity, you will die. You drive your car every day to work. You have a basic knowledge of the car. So that, because every mistake, if you don't understand those basic knowledge about the car, you're going to get an accident and then you'll be dead.
Right.
Even your own electronics, if you don't have basic knowledge on how to put it together, it's not going to work. These are the things that I think is killing us. I always,
Pastor. Pastor.
Yes, sir.
I think that Killer K. Killer K made a comment. Said, so is it fair to say that I think all of us are prophets? I think he was following up on the Okayano.
Okay. Okay. Adie bi wo hɔ a ye gyina yo hɔ ye ni ball bo me bo I play with Abedi Pele me no ball dey about Colts no go Falcons no me ba Arabian Nights Olabode Williams no mo ball Freeman Texas ne Abu Moro Olympics babies. Can I compare myself to Abedi Pele? No. So the fact say me ball no be interest me te say no. So we are all prophets. In fact, Bible no craft fraying. I think 1 Peter 2:8-9. Let's say we are all priests. So, but yewo ebinum ayadoma chedi ebi more than others. It is the basic line to say because we speak forth for God. That makes us a prophet. And yewo binuma while living to a little bit higher than us. All that is needed is to recognize and respect. That's all. It's not to bully. You don't use it. The difference between the layman and the clergy, it started from the Middle Ages. To put the difference between who are you to get closer to me? Don't touch the anointed one. The anointed me, you go heaven.
Somebody be a software me catch on no. Asema DBA make no. Na minim say utie news say news we in Nigeria. Also shuffle be terminate the employment of 40 or more pastors under him because the church is not the omokotwa no. Income na eba na isa.
What has this got to do with salvation? The only essence of Christianity, Paul kind 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 9, verse 19, and say, Sasasi we say so kwa na ke wani daswa. Eke yewie ke ni tese yamo bro. The whole essence of Christianity, how do we get back to Christ to take us to heaven? As John 14, 1 to 3 neka.
So maybe question is that maybe it's probably like a concern.
Right.
Yeah, I think only a Mr. Iboni PK mo kanina say. Obi timi kwotena sorry them. Na wakofa a machete, say knife no. They did do a back in the days and they did do. Now or they kwotena so they know they book concrete. Or they book concrete no. Say me kun, obon say me kun. Me hey, nah. No, honestly. So don't you think it's like mental? I mean, I know you are a psychoanalysis professional. Don't you think it's like mental illness?
Yes.
Not to say strength no you should know. So the book concrete no. Nko de koye ejuma kra ngo nya be $100 scratch and bottom.
Yeah. Paul can send be our 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. Or say our warfare, no, our weapon for the warfare, no, and your physical, and your carnal, and your spiritual. Right.
Oh, so for say when they are kaipade they told you for our na. They told you in school.
I'll go fasikan and you try the what do you know him? And I'm sorry to say this also.
But so for no also you can you find something and symbolize it. Utibi bopa also for mekai opa wa bompa ya ka say wa wo busu ni bia yare no. Brabe gina nim han say as point of contact. Ne bompa ma wo busu ni no. Ejare na wo de ne say no na physical. It is a me makofa sekan.
Wo jira me nia keto no. That Ben wants some me my yes ade na. Point of
on the altar contact say obi be gina asori anim na onyu si ni pan as a point of contact bompa ma de busu ni yare.
No. Me nya bi da. Point of contact.
Na me so apa 97 ho baby no me kai ba.
Me nya bi da go fi me nya bi da. The make say be bomb ya ma unia no. Onyame ni da bia hwene no na wo ba na contact na contact
in the software minim how Ghana so sorry, how does it work? I didn't see that. Is there like a government body or agency say a month one chair sorry na say obia denepe and on top of it so skyna kofu it's enough to even build their own communities, but they don't want to build it.
It's a major say the root of this issue adenti ene Christos Sumobaye. I don't know me at now,
Pastor,
to answer the first question,
due to time in the world, due to time now, I don't want us to dwell more on religion,
right,
and the risk of religion, but rather, no, our focus today is about the pastors and the prophecies. Until you didn't come on, watch any more be more. Prophet cannot journey, a boy cannot journey. Let's go to the substantial issue because I can't buy 20 minutes or say, sorry, you made so. And JP, I brought JP Bassa so. Ogusuti asasi so your friend no prophet Bedukobi and the war prophet Isaac Owusu Bempa doctor and our prophet Dr. Bedukobi come she bebre or no kana sent onkai or no kana shen come the house be for leg no so for Mr. House for leg no
house of for leg no
me that say nti be mu that's it. So for me, patron, me about. So for them, Mr. Fatcher, I should for the tape for my Fatcher. South of yeah, as also share another income. Like I said, Brazil and Argentina born no. Brazil afa agbena biye so Mr. Eden is here.
That should tell you the source of power crowd they can. So did they mean of course that you born you? I don't know. God is God is not God of politics or God of football. God is concerned about the salvation of men.
In two cases, in there, Sunday, 18th July, about 4:29 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, say, Nyankopo eba politics, ni eba soccer, ni sanimana on fahun.
Good. You read the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 2. God interferes or intervenes in the affairs of men. But our intervention in Iran has something to do with salvation, human salvation, to prove to Nipa, what has God got to do with football? I don't know, because Accra a house Nikotokoba when I go on the team need the team need the
so for me, so more. SJ for the Pentecost for Bobo. SJ for one pie. Pentecost for one pie. It is a Pentecost for Winia. SJ for Papa.
That's a very good. That is all.
SJ for Chiana.
Exactly.
As the for winner. Not to the people.
Exactly. And that's why I said it's me can't say politics. God is not God of politics or football. Because NDC win here, I'm Bompire, LDP Fosu win on Bompire too. Who is God against? That is not the focus. God is dealing with the individuals in all those institutions. So it's a problem, my say. Sa software who bought no say no TV say can make a place a fake and quote me. Based on the Bible, they are fake.
That's almost a condemn not.
And then the condemnation. Then the condemnation. Oh, every day I say, don't touch my anointed. Maybe na walk no. Okay, trying to attitude. They fix your attitude.
But so for who's a man now for the school no yes I know. Poly me te ho pa can just say ah yes a call pass for the school that time can then can me you now say but wake out but you see how because you person touch over anointed they do my prophets know how. It's a no as how they do no kata when na poly te ho collaborate sir.
Some old school. So there's it. Even we using the privilege of knowing the Bible to cheat. Show. Many adofo muntie ni you. Yes, Christo Bass no. Baby on it to cry no ni bi meboa. But the microphone say the whole universe and there. Ya wo no baby ya wo do toy. Flip over the coin and then ekoso. Asafo design clothing. There's nothing wrong with that. But the source of the income. Church member at Tondok chains. No kukulis kana come out suffer. No suffer no that car na yere. Oh. Obofo yere me to as a tundra. So we need to be honest. Let's call spade a spade. Because it's been a long time. Yes, see church members. And I will still emphasize, so be so your software, me in Tianek. Uncle Juma. They said, Yaman a friend, no. A Juma no yeno. Don't be more here for, said the Yamubian.
Nebedu when you that gen what me a software making profile. Ebia or no way or too busy and then on Namanona. She's a prophet reference. She said, me couldn't suffer any issue, but keep in mind. Me came to be a soft forward double. Oh, just senior boss, in your boat, you're saying, no, Ebia no, on pet and a Didier. Near this problem money, near frozen here. So for time in a Benyahu, dear show, sorry, man.
Number one, a girl, number friend of mine, I'm afraid, Yami. To be Ben, I'm a war. Mimi Janessa may show the Yami everywhere. Now, in your contact. That is why we build cult around people. Menyanua. Also for no idea, my bread. Or also for the problem on the So what I say? It also for duty is to teach the members to be connected with the source of power. It will be a problem and they go to the source of the power. They don't rely on you. If I want you to rely on me, they are not me control psychologically.
Yeah, I think so. A killer key. I commented to say let me read it. I said the Bible calls us all gods, so it is understandable to have some powerful than the other. We need to educate our people about the incredible power of the brain. We are gods. True. Yeah.
Onyame aboye seni suban so seni seso ene yenya fault kakra. A little bit disconnection. Eti what try reconnect that source no. Nyamia dum yemu binu de waboya me akwachiri nti ya see abo mo aka no no musu to be connected to the source it onya hawa enye me Kwabra Santi na otwa me because Kwabra Santi achira where to get the power Kofi me no kaza so from na me kaza me was some appointment be my busy me ko ekrofo from me but me me time because in the end no watchina I have clients to meet in my office it is so yeah. Also, for you got to learn a professional a bit to me amount paying the what timini and crowfar person that's what I can say. Sure.
Me wasn't be so. Suffer. And you mean I didn't there, O Sunday, a Juma, yen you were, or man, Muntina, softening Nafa, so for din 4 times.
Yes, and a little bit no. Yes, in the sense, yes, near the major part. So a bit more, you be being until your course of the school, obey, your best friend software, obey Jumaye. And the good thing about us of the is a good denominational. Well, salary is assured. Salary, remember denominations, liberty. Well, salary a bit yoka. Not in the sense, say, a bit more. I think can be part of Musa Yamia Frewo. It minimum be a bank manager or Jai could is offer. Until me say a little bit of no. And then a crabby. My first profession architecture. I have a degree in architecture. I work with Kasajan, but it's like let me call. Sika womu, let me call. I decided to go into pastoral ministry because no me feel say sudden crofosi breno ya bobom pa ye be. That's why I went to the seminary. And when I went to the seminary, it was that saying Crawford need more than pray for me. That's why I want to do graduate studies in social work, in mental health, and in addiction. To be able to understand the psyche of human beings. So, Ninyani is geared towards helping people. And yet, it goes both ways, but bibia yono sikano adoso sene womo wasa atima se mikoye nyame adwuma no yeah.
Okay, into the software minim sebia prof any senior bobe busa final question bia and be more final submission jom the back no me busa me final word then final question na ye did you did not be into senior bo or question bia busa be my final question or final submission about this topic because I know it's a whole topic is sensitive now, you know. You don't want to go deep into it.
Yes, I am someone may dream with the dear senior for me say me whom I am from so me be JSS so for be by and answer me say you whom be what me whom see or say me babada na so fie me koto nkosia say me share nsuo ni ade na bi say so for ni say eda wo si me nya sa ade we ade can me control exams no me ya me pass and I say me fail na so eno de me yemo a wo ba pass na me say so for me to me nye bibia na me fo ka me be fie me ba man ko hobio eno nyi na santi san nimpa no a or recommend sa de ma me maame and offer me kra minim so ohia mbo kra me fi no because nka man hwe ni ya nche obese me life nyame adom so me ko school me wie JSS no me village me na me nya detention ko adesata ezu nka me ko da ho a anka sofo no wabọ ma abro and then bibi na me deti kro mai oh nti mindset no then you best say ya adwin say eni say ye dey adwin ye bibia ma asofo no bibia na ya so ye behwehwe mu ansa na ye hu say that asofo ye we yin ye nti sofo koso ni ejuma pa wo ye nti ye ta weti why
That's it.
All right. Prof.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of people had comments to the media, so we to me it really comments now. There are some interesting comments. Yeah.
And then Kabina me highlighted in that Kabina reading the opposite.
I think some were from the YouTube and some
I see all of
also,
them. Which one do you want us to highlight? But highlighted in but which one do you want us to talk about?
Oh, the Ernest Nana Yao, I know comment to see.
Also, why
Yeah,
do
I
the
think
pastors rely on members when the pastor is in need? However, the same pastor will ask members to rely on God for help.
That's a good question.
It is so far now who go who na go no first can am.
So, oh, anyways, I had not sometimes I was see my adwene ye adwuma. I was see my adwene. Onyame my adwene ze vanwene o. One thing, and I don't like quoting so much Bible text because it may not make sense to some people. Jeremiah 17 verse 9 also the heart is deceitful. You cannot rely on your feeling. What the pastors are doing, you know, they are touching the feeling. I will be flip or back at you. Maybe a friend the reward pathway, the limbic system. I hold your feelings you walk. Onyankopon say, come and let's reason. Isaiah 1:18. Come and let's reason. Onyame pese ki reason. Aso for pese ye feel. It is saying I'm smack ya and me kwa sorry cry man feel. Whereas God wants you to think. People have to think, say, also for no or rely also. No one here say, rely on your meso. Are you using your mind or your feeling? I think some people should.
So I didn't know Deuteronomy 5:1.
Deuteronomy chapter
Prof. Okado now do final submission, man.
Yeah, I think so. Obi Meki, not that meet I think maybe 2 weeks ago, that meet some soft-be comments via now or Meki. I don't say God didn't save us to lose our minds. I see that's what's going on in Christianity right now. Yeah, saving idiot. As long as you believe, you'll be saved. But saving doesn't mean you have to lose your mind to think. You know, because right now, no, send a mechanic will be a koto or koti scout, a koto machine, and or sorry, them one or they book concrete floor. Or kunibusha for be for or more. Now, is that on minor? Yes, we do know, say all these are part of the problem, right? Mimi crowdy and crowdy, Rwanda, and Sana Betia, sorry. You see, you know, a very difficult crash will be to me at sorry, because Kagame or buying or shutting down about almost 7,000 churches. And also, so sorry, you have to be educated, know what you're doing, just like how people go for their PhDs, go for their masters, go for their profession, have enough experience. No, into all my own betia sorry, basa you. That's the kind of we so for no pastor. Say, is there like any agency be or Ghana? I heard those sector and so say betia sorry. You have to have like a certain credentials and now say ubia sorry no akotia sorry because ubia pewea or the binyiska. Nani bottom and also beating their investment na wako inim our life. Questions na banina, comments na banina, ninya no correct. Ama manfo be brave, don't even believe in religion. Ama manfo be brave, don't even believe in Christianity. Ama manfo be brave, don't even believe in the Son of God, which is Jesus, right? In this way, what as what US, UK, you know, the Western world, India, what do we do to really help these people to think? Just like Killer K kind, the power of the brain. Brain is the most magical organ of the human body, but yet it's not utilized.
Prof, now who need to say addition baby now I say yeah twa
No.
Additional grade or curriculum. Country, that's the country we have a curriculum.
No, me can say yeah tisu yeah kasa baby. Who say who professors who get a degree with doctor best answer. And that's what she had my grano, open say they are so for the curriculum, what can be no. And then you share this one, Pastor Lims. We share the ama, psychiatric for the no. Or we need company of Jumas and create me affect on Mubisa. What I say, we are sharing senior boat, or says senior boat, or both of them for over 15 years. It's not on the crown. Stable Bisa. Who then say, and no, my answer, I to a fast with the answer more to Papa Susie here, and I be
you know, maybe the kind of too high for the people in Ghana,
right?
Because they are not exposed to certain things.
Some,
So that's
some,
it.
some, not all of
Some.
them.
Yeah, not all of them. Some. Majority. I would say majority are not exposed to the kind of things that you and I and Pastor and Mr. Ibu are exposed to, right? Do you know? But that doesn't leave you saying you should not.
Sorry,
What's it? Man. Me is you.
Okay, senior worker, sorry,
method.
What method is wrong? Anna, Pastor, oh yeah, sorry, reference the pastor.
Yes, so for.
Yes, so for. And let's for movie method is money by me.
Me cry. That method is money. Not me free. Not me.
Okay. Into money na. Friends, you say of who me ano. Ebiane pepro. Into the money na come from the same fabric. And I'm about trying to say one more churches for no more say mo ya na mo back shop.
Before then, what am I sorry my team? My call is sorry more than.
Who they mean say Mozamba? Wako Mozamba kala dula ni ampe.
Christa Safo. So be tia. Apostle Kojo Safo. The first church in Accra. Caprise pay. Me na me bobo profile ma wo. Na me sopa mo technical school 1978. Quote me. Me pesa be can send be. Yeah, sorry, Accra, Newtown, Trotro, Bemacam, Trotro station down, or not preparatory school be or right? 80 year Kawaman Tajisa, Kovia Rabbe Bremu, right? But we've been enlightened. Coming to the prof, any agency to regulate a once a Porkigami is successful because it's not the traditional democracy in our practice.
Yeah.
Now, I think that is what we may have needed in Ghana. So, because to change the mindset of a generation, and yeah.
And
then I'm Ghana 4 years. No, it will be basis on 4 years. Me kunja say me be intentem me be saying elect me. Paul Kagame doesn't have that problem. And the people also have gone through this terrible civil war. They've also learned. And he's doing good.
Yeah.
Because the policy or the so by your honor, because of democracy. This form right? Essentially, what democracy, you cannot talk much about religion because in the constitution we have freedom of worship. And it's the regulatory system behind other than that, no, can never be me as a
but so for Unyin said a mental health crisis.
Oh,
and then goes for Ghana.
Because
I mean, honestly,
why don't you bring a topic here, mental health and religion?
Actually, no, you're treated that, and if you good, and we can bring it again with you and feel good and Prof. Since Prof like started this way, no. Go with that one. Now, me see Deuteronomy 5:1, and then also.
See, Moses summoned all Israel and said, "Hear, O Israel, the decrees and laws I declare in your hearing today. Learn them and be sure to follow them." In other words, what he's saying is
okay. Yeah, that's it. So where the Prof that was a no submission. Prof, you've been very, very instrumental today. Oh, the first Sunday, you are very reserved on that, but we're there. Fire. So for our last question, brother, okay, 2 minutes. Sorry to be there.
My last words, and they say, Ebusia for when you know right? Or the ability to Jim said, think, don't be people worshiper, or say worship God. If you hear also for be another, for lack of knowledge, our people perish. It's based on your culture. Say you throw home the entino as of one bebre and your woman. So I have to be clear here. And your woman, but don't do no titri one man churches no. Do no eyesika obiko Pentecost established church. Also be a prophet into a tin and no petinachi. Emre kwa asori dwumadie nyina na say ye many pa jaya boni no ma ko heaven. I don't know what sort of the more untnemu now fay or semi what is a gramopho as adian. Gramopho just adian. So why Christianity? Because obi e penibotum. As a former, what we see the most of one, shall was sitting them. Not Jimmy Honsel, so for no that came was a chalote in an amano. Wouldn't it be a no one else a man in Yonko Sika? Muamutna sorry demo 24/7. No, I could catch Robisa Bombe Bossiano, who good yammy anymore. O Yamisi Mamma Nancy and Fakoya Juma Fashion, for that crowbar could pepe shiame. Eti mo yes ana so for that would be a better pray for me no who good yammy anymore. Mo sorry na mo din crofo go so for so ya mom pa ya mayen o so for ya me ya konchina ma ya hwe so for nefu. So you be or ya consider be an can for kakrasa. Waka just me no ya fasting. Mama microphone na ba ye. The Bible is clear. Onyame pese o je won kwa. Jai boni ye boni and attitude in Isaiah 59 57 sorry yeah 57. Onyankopon se boni na attitude in intem. Jai boni ne ye. Na wo jaya you'll be closer to God.
So for them say upon ba and Nanaya don't press what is the one man church? How is that different from the Methodist church?
Good. Methodist Church is run by governance. Your organization, your auditors, maybe almost check it biara. It's a one man control. Almost elected. One man church, they say, I make up Pentecost, Pentecost, minimum to my free move. I got it Limbs Apostolic, Limbs Salvation Church. Me, so people who are bidding. Got it, Siena. Any part of novelty, no. O you open your free business, I bear any dear. 81 months a dear, me and Casamakosas here because me face me a prophet. Me what don't dimach, you know. Me na me control BBR. Unlike those established churches, say Roman, Methodist, Presbyterian, SD, you Pentecost, or me different. They are run by a system of.
But they were all started with one man, though.
No, honestly speaking, let's take a church like you heard the first church at 10 on free Christianity. The first church at 10 on Eastern Orthodox Church, right? And no one, I mean, the 1057 is 1050 something, and Son of Martin Luther, 1517, no, or the first person on 10, no, the Lutheran Church, no, governance. Philip Langton, when you know, can who are normal here. As a Methodist church, right, came from the Anglican church. Anglican church, a Catholic church, just a change of because of King Henry. So, in the needing to me, Obama, it don't be a Catholic paper. So they say, and no one John Wesley, but Methodist, and you 1 month, said their name 1 month, no, etiano. And you 1 month. As I said, Pentecost, James McKeon, Eba Samanka Obenya, you know. On Sunday Apostolic Church, they organized church. Ye too the dino, when you don't do it, no. Oh, money, you know, establish it, but then you 1 man church. And nay 1 man church is near. Coffee, me person tell me, say, may you, Mammy Scania Cotia, sorry. They governance, we control by ourselves.
Yeah, that's it. We will be continue my Ocasa Enyete. Ebusia for the moon, I say that software say Pastor Lens, Dane die to suffer now, or so my company at China de Naba, only choice. One I must see any mediators, I must see any idea, and Mobesu, Mamma, Yumano. Sasson, Professor Question, or a very busy pa share. Or no, to me, call wedding assistant. Yeah, if you were the assistant on revenue show, we are the best man. Professor Kwesi, that was said, who busy scheduling the junior that at my medic within come out. Many cases see a senior boat, a word Juma, old boy Juma, our deployment. Artists, why bring a civilian outfitter or enjoy the life, but still, or yet, any edit to be dear summary. A bush for Mamma showing in our Mamma share video, the trade for Hodom Adam, then the Sunday and the ceremony will bush in our. Omra will fear no fear. Uncle will bush your son to the moon, not on top is Sherabusio and good will bush so. Not a ma adom and time to the kind of sauce pie. Then we see a dear to the say to. On show, somebody Bianca will not impoli the Biarada. Sabre mo for HRFPK. How do you say na me did me de bravo? Na me saso akaibo biom say be producer director for the Fred. I and the show no bravo all the way from Columbus, Ohio. And the show no air bravo no. Ne de mo nyina ase. Se mo ba adwumede so na me so mo me kama. Me saso akaibo biom say na me boa 21st August. Koso de den ewo Atlantic City as I'm make actually yo New Jersey about so 21st August. There's going to be a very packed weekend of events. Now, start from the beach night on the Friday, main event on Saturday night, then Sunday for full party. Won't pay when up at the Mr. Sofo, where the yeah, so for now, yeah, invite you. So for about beach night, you don't ask about Sunday for full party. I want to the Castle you are invited. Why? I saw for Susu to be go event. This is also for my Bamuna guy though. Now, yeah, 2 weeks. Now, African most beautiful beauty pageant. Eshisha so kama. May come out of the contestants now have been picked, and 11 beautiful girls. Done with the Africa for. Oh yes, you saw them. Right? Yeah, very very beautiful contestants, and it's coming on. And also about New Jersey, on the 4th of September. Mr. Tickets now are ready and the tickets are out. May I will say Mr. Corner couple ticket call at all. Who your tickets need before Ghana Music Awards USA? Who your ticket for Africa Most Beautiful? Who don't contact me? I made the number directly. No one can get ticket. I will order. Aha, and did you mean? About first, so I sent a did you didn't bring the money. I say, trade your punkos one carbon number by. No one could see can motivate fan support your Jimmy anymore. That's a never say shall one say, now, mean himself. Topics, no. Yeah, another one by say mental health and religion. It Baba says, so come on. Monkos one supported you with no. Trade on pon come no. Not to the name train, Danida. Bye bye.